Hey there, person watching. Thank you for tuning into my channel, Divine Femme Tarot 888. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It's nice to see you. So tonight, I thought I would just see what the cards want to tell you, right? What's going on around you, what's in your energy, what you might need to know about. So let's get into it. Spirit guides and angels, please shield me, cover me, and protect me throughout this reading and beyond. Divine, give me clear and accurate messages for the person watching. Also, thank you so much to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so the next time I drop a video, you will be notified. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And shout out to all my followers, subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. The likes, the comments, the shares. I so appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sending you all love and light. So let's get into it. What does my person watching need to know? Let's just wing it, kind of go with the flow, see what the cards want you to know. Spirit guides and angels, please give me clear and accurate messages. Divine, what does my person watching need to know? Ooh, there is an unbalanced situation going on right now. What's that person watching? I feel like you are kind of feeling, in and out of a situation. You're not, you don't feel stable. You don't feel very secure. This could be somebody that you're dating. This could be somebody in your energy. I feel like you have struggled with this person for a while now. I feel like it's something that, it could be a friendship, it could be a work relationship, could be love, could be family. Yeah, I feel like this person may have rejected you in the past. You could have rejected them. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Put yourself in the position that, you fit into this. But yeah, there was an offer given to either you or somebody else, right? And you could have rejected this person. They could have rejected you. It could be a third party situation. I just heard married. So somebody could have been married maybe in this situation. Let's see. Yeah, this was a connection that was, I think, brought together around like trauma maybe, or tragedy possibly. But I feel like that there were other people, in the situation. Yeah, that's the truth. The truth is going to come out, and somebody definitely had a choice. It could also be money related. This could be somebody going from being, having a lot of money, not having a lot of money. This could be about the instability that's going on. We got the Two of Pentacles and we got the Ace of Swords. So yeah, somebody's been juggling you, or you've juggled them. Couldn't really make a decision, had too many other options. And this is the truth. You are going to get the truth. You're going to get communication. You're going to get clarity. Ace of Swords, that's all about communication, right? That's all about, a give and take, a reciprocation of energy. Again, somebody had a choice though. There was somebody that had a choice that I think pulled back on that choice, right? Didn't really pay attention to maybe who you were or what you gave to the situation. You, again, could have done the same thing. You could have pulled back from somebody. Either one of you could have been married. I heard marriage. So either one of you could be married. What else? What do we need to know for the person watching? But yeah, this is a very unbalanced situation. Lack of communication, I feel like right now. Ooh, yeah, we got the Queen of Swords. Wow. After the Ace of Swords, we got the Queen of Swords. Are you serious? This could definitely be a situation where there's blocked communication, right? Where somebody was lied to in the past, and now maybe another person wants to come back. And remember, we're in Mercury in retrograde, right? So I feel like there's a person in your energy who, wants to come back, who has realized they made a bad decision or a poor choice in the past. But, you're sitting in this Queen of Swords energy, right? You're like, okay, well, you can come in, but if you do and you lie to me, it's over with. Like, I'm cutting you out of my life completely. I feel like you guys did have strong communication, though, too, at one point. So maybe when you first met, maybe the lines of communication were great. You totally got along. You trusted each other. You felt comfortable opening up to this person. But something has definitely happened to shut that down, right? To make this offer be withdrawn or pulled back. Something has definitely happened. Yeah, this person's trying to get you to calmer waters, right? But look at all those swords in the boat, okay? So now we've got, let's see, we've got 2 swords here, and we've got, 6 swords here? So that's 8 swords, right? That's a lot of swords right there. And if one of those swords gets pulled out of that boat, what's going to happen? It's going to sink, right? It's not going to last. Again, Queen of Swords energy brings that out too, right? You lie to me and it's going to be all bad. But there is definitely somebody that's going to be coming back. Person watching. This has been happening a lot with the Mercury in retrograde. Could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be a deep love connection. I feel like it's more of a love connection though, because one, we've got the angel out here, right? We've got temperance, okay? So it's a divinely guided connection, protected connection, a very balanced connection at one point in time. And then we've also got the Four of Cups, right? The universe handing either one of you this cup of love because it was meant to be at one point in time. So we'll have to get into why this ended up breaking up. Yeah, there's a death to this relationship. Absolutely. Death and rebirth. So maybe you all had to split up because there was something going on that I feel like that you didn't know about. I'm actually going to put this over here. And that's what unbalanced the situation, right? Again, could be a third party interference. Somebody could have been married. Yes, one was giving. Okay, so somebody was married in this situation, right? This card, okay, the Six of Pentacles. So if you look at this card, this person they're holding the scales in their hand, right? So they're trying to balance the situation, but they're giving to somebody, they're giving to one person and they're taking away from another. So the person right here, let's see, the person where my finger is, they're giving to that person, right? This person is begging, but check out this person over here. This person over here is being left out in the cold, right? And I feel like what happened was maybe your person turned their back on their spouse and came toward you, right? And they decided to pour into you some more. Maybe they thought that they could get some money out of you. Maybe they, especially with this Two of Pentacles here. Two of Pentacles, it's choices, but it also has to do with money, right? It has to do with juggling money. And maybe this person was trying to possibly use you for finances, right? And pouring into you and making you think this was going to be a wonderful thing. And in reality, it wasn't. You know, they maybe found out that you were holding on to your money, right? You weren't going to let them get your money. You weren't, you know, they were going to have to pay the rent. They were going to have to reciprocate your energy. And maybe they didn't like that. Yeah, because look, you are the Queen of Pentacles. Check it out. So yeah, this has to do with a money situation. This has to do with a relationship that was focused based on finances, right? So maybe you met this person, you could have met them through work, could have met them through a party, maybe an associate, a mutual friend. Could have even been one of your brother or sister's friends, right? And they saw you as somebody who's very stable. You could be an earth sign here. We also have air out here, which I should have mentioned. So this, you or this person could have been a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, right, on the air side. Or you could you could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus, right? Very grounded, very stable. You have savings in the bank. You have your rent paid up. You pay your mortgage ahead of time. You pay your bills all on time. Your Amex is paid every month. Whereas this person, I don't feel like is that way. I feel like this person was somebody that was kind of always looking for a handout, right? Like, oh, I can't pay my rent and I need my groceries. And, you know, they'd say, hey, you want to go out to dinner? And then all of a sudden be like, oh my God, I don't have enough money for the check, or their credit card wouldn't go through. And you'd be like, oh no, I got it. Don't worry about it. You know? So yeah, I feel like this is a very kind of financially based relationship, unfortunately. Yes. Gosh, look. The Ace of Pentacles under the Ace of Swords. What? That is the truth, you guys. This is a money-based relationship for sure. And I feel like you realized what was happening, right? And you pulled away from this person. You ended this situation because you weren't going to take this anymore. And you got the hint, right? So, yeah, that's crazy for that Ace of Pentacles to be under the Ace of Swords. That is wild. And I just said this was a money-based relationship. Yeah, this person lost their 10 of Pentacles. Excuse me, 10 of Cups. They lost the 10 of Cups in you for lying, and I feel like they lost a marriage. I feel like they probably ebb and flow in and out of that marriage, and I think that this person is not ever going to leave their spouse. I don't. I think that their spouse knows they do this. I think that they've been together for, you know, many years, if not a decade or two. I think this is something that this person has been dealing with. But look, you're like, look, you need to tell me the truth. Right? Like, are you really still married? Are you really going through a divorce? Like, I don't think this person was honest with you. And I don't think they were honest with you about this family. I think they have this family dynamic that they hid from you. And again, I think that they dated you because they thought that they would be able to easily come up off your money. And now again, they want to get you to calmer waters. What is this 8 of Swords? Yeah, look, oh my God. Judgment. Okay, wow. So we've got Judgment and we've got it in the reverse. This person is going through so much karma right now. It is unreal. They absolutely want to get you to calmer waters. You know why? Because they are hating life. They know they blew it. Right? Again, you're the Queen of Pentacles, right? You could have made their life perfect. If they had what you had, you guys could have just, I mean, had the house, the car, the boat, the extra condo in whatever mountainous countryside, right? You guys could have had it all, traveled the world, everything. But this person, I don't think was upfront honest with you about, one, who they are still currently with, okay? And 2, their finances. I really believe that. That's what I'm feeling. I'm getting that this is a financially based relationship and this person was not honest with you. And now that you're sitting in your Queen of Swords energy, you're, oh yeah, look, this is a toxic connection. And that's why it had to come to an end, because you knew it. This person was using you and abusing you and lying to you. And because you are the Queen of Pentacles, right, you have that intuition. And because you are so focused on your stability, you were starting to see kind of the cracks, right, within the armor. Like, this guy or this girl really isn't who they say they are. Like, they don't have that good of a job. Do they even have a job? Do they even have a credit card? I think you really started to question this, and I think you made the decision to get the hell up out of it. Because, yeah, look at how strong you are. This is a strength card, right? You could be a Leo. Fire signs now enter the building, right? And we're in Leo season, and we're having a new moon in Leo, right? So your intuition is super heightened about this right now. And like I said, I feel like you saw the writing on the wall about this person. When you realized that they couldn't pay for dinner, I think you were like, what the heck's going on? Like, I think that was the first thing that kind of sparked in your brain, like, something's off. Like, they could have been able to pay for coffee, right? They could have been able to pay for a movie. But when it came to that nice dinner that y'all were supposed to go to, and the $135 bill came because of all the wine and lobster and surf and turf and chicken and everything else y'all ate, they were like, oh my God, I can't pay for this. And that, I think, is when you were like, And this, I feel like, was months into the relationship, right? Because this person always had something else going on. Like, y'all would make plans and then something would come up. And yeah, look, they're hiding a lot from you. They've hidden a lot from you. And again, I feel like your intuition, especially during this new moon in Leo, is just like on fleek, as they say. And it's just like, whoa, hold on. So with that, sun in reverse, you know, sun upright is everything being exposed, right? Finding out the lies, the details, what's really going on. Sun in reverse is like the moon card, right? Everything's being hidden. No light is shining. It's all being hidden. It's being hidden because of this devil energy, right? Because of this toxic, narcissistic, binding, using, abusing, and manipulating kind of relationship and kind of energy that this person was in. And again, that's why you had to walk away from this. You absolutely did. But look, this person's coming in. They're coming in as a Queen of Swords. King of Wands, excuse me. They want to get back together with you, right? And of course they do. Again, it's Mercury in retrograde, but you figured out this person for who they are. So their charming ways and their seductive style, you know, and their macalicious, like, oh, you're so beautiful and I miss you in our conversations and blah, 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 blah. You're like, whatever. I don't think you're going for it, person watching. I think you figured, yeah, because look, you're not going to get stabbed in the back. You feel like you've already been stabbed in the back. 10 of Swords. Yeah, this is horrible. Like the blocks, delays, and challenges, the lies and manipulation. Yeah, you've had it. And you don't want to deal with anyone that's married, right? You're not going to be dealing with a married man or a married woman. I really think this is a married man, though, that came in and, you know, did their thing. So, again, take it out, resonates, leave the rest behind, switch the roles if you need to. But yeah, I feel like this is a masculine energy that came in and tried to take advantage of your kindness. Yeah. And now, you know, they're wanting to get out of the cold, right? They feel left out in the cold. They feel betrayed. They feel backstabbed. They feel like you backstabbed them. But the reality is you just figured out what was going on. And I feel like they know how intuitive you are. And they may think that you even put some sort of spell on them. Like they may try and blame you for all this because, yeah, look, they're fighting with themselves in their head. Like, they can't get over this. They just cannot believe this all went left. And again, they're regretting what they've done, and they're going to try everything they can to get back into your good graces because, look, you are the Queen of Cups, or they could be the Queen of Cups, right? They could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, putting on the waterworks. But I loved you. I care about you. I want to be with you. Yeah, but what about your wife, right? What about your husband? What the hell do you mean you want to be with me? No, I don't think so. And look, yeah, Emperor and Empress in reverse, right? All the queens in the deck in reverse. So a liar, a manipulator, broke, you know, slinging their wand all over town, trying to pick up on the lady with the most money or the man with the most money, not having good intentions for you. And all this information is going to come in. You are going to get this information, and you are going to get it fast and quick. I think you're going to get this information within the next couple of weeks if you haven't already gotten this information. And let's spy on this person. Let's see what's going on. What are the hidden messages for this person? What are the hidden messages? What does this person really got going on, person watching? Let's see what they say. So, yeah, you know, be careful. Again, if this hasn't already happened, watch out, person watching. You got to put up your antennas and your radar. Yeah, tainted sex. They thought the sex between you guys was going to lure you in and keep you there. But the problem is, again, remember, you're the Queen of Pentacles, right? You are solid. You're stable. You can't be with somebody who is toxic. You just can't. And again, they're going to try and wine and dine you, especially with this King of Swords or this King of Wands, envy. They're envious and jealous of what you have, and they want to get it from you. They want to take as much money as they can from you. So be very, very careful. Hold on to your money, person watching. Don't give in to this. Don't buy them stuff. Don't take them out to dinner. If they can afford you, great. If they can't afford you, forget about it. Don't do it. Let's see. What does this say? Fighting for what you want and what you love, right? They're going to try and come in again. They're going to try and wine and dine you, but they're also investigating the situation, or somebody else could be investigating the situation. Their husband or wife could be contacting you too, because somebody is going to be looking into this. They could have even looked you up online before they connected with you. So maybe you guys didn't actually meet, you know, at the workplace. Maybe you met online, or you did work in the workplace, but they were investigating. They were asking people about you. Oh, what's her personal life like? What's, you know, is she dating anyone? Is he dating anyone? They were looking into you, I think, before they even got with you to make sure that you had the money that they actually needed. And again, they're going to come in and try and wine and dine you. They're going to come in and try and, you know, take you for everything that they can, if they can. Let's see, what else? Let's get some... Let's see. Let's get some advice on this. Let's get some advice. Let's do the love messages. Let's see what this person is trying to feel, what they're going to try and come in with. Let's get some advice. What's the advice that the person watching needs to know? What's the advice? What is the advice for this situation? Yeah, romantic feelings. Again, it keeps clarifying it. They're going to say they have romantic feelings. They're going to say they want to be with you. I wouldn't believe it at all. Reconciling in reverse. Yeah, you guys aren't going to you're not going to take this situation back if you're breaking up right now. And again, they may even come in and try and move in with you, right? And I think you're going to shut that down too. Because again, they still have someone on the side, person watching. Don't let them think that you don't. And you just need to heal from this at this point, right? You just need to kind of let this go, heal from this. Use your intuition. Remember, it's on point right now. So don't ever discount your intuition, especially now during this Leo full moon and during Leo season. Your intuition is on point. What you're thinking about this person and feeling about this person is absolutely the truth, okay? So don't ever doubt your intuition, person watching, seriously. So I'm going to leave this here. Good luck. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you the next time I drop a video. Bye, person watching.